Hi there, my name is Ulf Johansson and welcome to this lecture on retail internationalization and branding. These two subjects that we're going to talk about today are closely related in many aspects. And what I will give you now is only a very broad overview, which does not substitute reading the course literature and reflecting on the course literature. And connected to this digital lecture, there is also a couple of assignments for the different groups that I expect you to have prepared and be ready to share when we meet on the 11th of November. Now, who is the largest retailer in the world? Who's the second largest? And who is the third largest? Well, Walmart is of course the largest retailer. It is, depending on the oil prices, the largest company in the world. So it's more like a country than a company really. And you see up there also Carrefour and Tesco, Metro. All of these are grocery retailers. And of course they are big since we buy groceries most every day. One thing that's been talked about a lot in the last 20 years in the retail business is the internationalization of businesses and also the globalization of retail. And what do we mean then when we talk about internationalization? Well, we mean that companies go from their home country to countries outside that. But we can also mean a lot of other things. We can talk about customer spending. We can talk about internationalization of management functions. We can talk about internationalization of retail concepts. And we can talk about internationalization of operations. The latter is usually the one we most often talk about when we talk about internationalization. Now moving on to the largest retailers in the world, we can see that if we look at the largest ones, the latest figures I have is from 2009, we see that there are very few that have a lot of countries they are active in. Many of them are active in only 5 to 9 countries. So there isn't very much internationalization from that point of view. And we can also say, if we look at foreign sales for the 250 largest retailers, we see that well, foreign sales is not that high of the total sales. And why haven't we seen more internationalization and globalization in retail? Well, to some extent,